To all the people who thinks that not being interested by something that you are interested in your past, and it's not the thing's fault but it's your fault. Let me share a viewpoint with you. Have you ever noticed that when you lose interest from something, it is not always a gradual shift, because there were signs earlier than that. Maybe the hobby that you used to enjoy so much and you used to do it daily, you started to drift off. You started to not do it so willingly. You started to not show up for it. You started to miss the practice that you are so fond of. Maybe the dress or the thing that you liked so much and you would have wore it given any Sunday or holiday party, you just think, nah, that's not the thing for me for now, maybe I will wear it later. These are the subtle kind of shifts that sometimes we really don't see. We think that losing interest from someone, something that was very precious to us is like very gradual, like it happens in a snap of a moment, but there were always signs. Now, if I have to share my viewpoint, I would like to show that things in our human life tends to get pretty boring when we are not kind of living in the full glory. For example, doing the same daily may get you to do the things that you love, like do the things that you have to do, but maybe you are not feeling the zeal to live at all. This is a subtle not caring attitude towards the life. So, and also sometimes if we talk about a person that you might be losing interest in, notice that maybe there were things they ignored about you. Maybe there were times they obscured you in your own words. Maybe there were times when they just didn't care. And from that moment, a bitterness always implements in our heart, though we do know it or not know it. And when we snap, we always tend to feel that we are feeling the most wrong and negative, but maybe that's not the thing. Maybe there is a communication problem. Maybe you missed the opportunity to write something which was going wrong. That being said, losing interest from something or someone is not always a bad thing. Sometimes you outgrow people, outgrow things, outgrow jobs, outgrow hobbies which you would have loved 5 years ago. And that's pretty okay, because that's the part of being human experience. Because maybe when you were friends with a child when you were 5 years old may not be your friend when you are 15 or 20 years old. Maybe the way your parents even treated you when you were a child may not be a case when you were a teenager or even an adult. So yeah, we humans are not beings of full love who can just love selflessly and never give up. So don't be so hard on yourself and see the signs. Think about how it went wrong, or maybe think about when did you subtly started losing interest. Maybe if you start from there, you will notice that there were always signs, and you will maybe able to come to peace with it. And maybe some parts of you will shred the part, or some parts of you will stay. Because always when you come out of a storm, it's not always that you become a completely whole different person. Maybe some parts of you become different, but most part of you stays the same.